our daughter Emerson was born, April 13th, 2007, we felt nothing but gratitude and love to have her in our lives. Growing up, Emerson was always determined, caring, and full of enthusiasm. She was never shy about saying hello to strangers, performing fun dance routines in the kitchen, or being just playful and silly. Over the years, she's grown into a young woman who embraces opportunities with a positive attitude and never gives up on herself. We still remember the day she got hit in the face with a softball at practice. Her lips were busted and swollen, but she simply shrugged it off and was smiling again the next day. That's just who she is, resilient and upbeat. Through the years, Emerson has taken on a full plate of extracurriculars including hockey, dance, softball, track and field, drama, curling, and volleyball. Despite her busy schedule, she's managed her schoolwork with impressive balance and commitment. On top of it all, she still found time to help at home with daily chores and more. She was always ready for anything and tackled it all with energy and reliability. Emerson has had such a heartful impact on our family, especially her older brother Jansen, whom she looks up to every day, plus her two biggest cheerleaders, Mom and Dad, who have always loved and supported her every step of the way. We're so grateful to have her uncles, aunties, and cousins and grandparents who showed up to dance competitions, track meets, and hockey games, cheering her on through both wins and losses, no matter how big or small. Today, Emerson, you stand as a responsible, ambitious, and compassionate young woman. Couldn't be prouder of who you have become and all that you have accomplished. Emerson, we love you and always and forever. Never let the beautiful smile fade. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. Always remember to treat people the way you might want to be treated. Love, Mom and Dad.
Alexa, our middle child and only daughter, is graduating. Initially, she resembled an Ewok and liked to observe from a comfortable distance and didn't much care for most people getting too close. As the years passed, it was apparent she was uniquely confident, very focused, full of determination, and marched to her own beat, usually with mismatched socks. Alexa has lived by the mantra, "Believe and you shall receive," from the time she could speak. She has put various thoughts and wishes out into the universe, and time again it has worked in her favor. We used to play a lot of cards. She was young enough that Tyson was sitting in a bumbo chair on the table, and her and Evan would stand on their chairs so they could reach the cards better, and she would proudly announce, "Me is gonna win," and she would. As parents, we would sometimes try and manipulate the game so she couldn't win, but nope, she would still win. The same goes with the motorhome we now have, our pet Belle we had for years, and even spring hockey. We never thought we would be a spring hockey family, but in 2013, Alexa proclaimed, "I will play spring hockey next year." We heard her, but had zero interest in spring hockey, but for the next 10 years, it filled up our spring calendar. She's the kind of person who doesn't just dabble in things, she dives in. Whether it was piano lessons, dance class, volleyball, golf, softball, or hockey, if she was in, she was all in. Alexa is super competitive, but also enjoys the fun shoulder season sports as a reason to get together and enjoy life. She is a loyal, dependable teammate who inspires those around her to perform at their best, all while staying focused and ignoring the distractions. But while she's always pushed herself hard, she's also known how to recharge. Alexa has always valued her alone time and loves a day in bed binge watching something. She's also a fabulous cook and baker and can complete any cleaning task faster than anyone I know. Give her space, fully charged AirPods, and her country playlist, and she's off. The one task in life Alexa struggled with was driving. She even concerned her grandparents when she was young. She drove her little 12-volt Jeep up the slide. She drove her brother Tyson, who was often sitting shotgun, into the thorny Russian olive tree, and Evan had to come to her rescue when she wedged the motorcycle tire between the tree and the T-post. She was always unapologetic and not bothered by her minor incidents. She just kept driving. She persevered and can now say she can drive go-karts, motorcycles, a team of horses, boats, sea-doos, vehicles, and can even back up a trailer to the boat launch. Watching Alexa grow into who is she meant to be has always been interesting. She knows who she is, and she's not afraid to be exactly that. In a world that often pushes people to fit in, she's never been afraid to be her unique, confident self. Congratulations on your graduation. We will always be beside you, cheering you on, supporting your dreams, and probably still trying to get you to match your socks. Congratulations to all the 2025 graduates.
Lajmerman Pardello was born on May 29, 2007. You were born through C-section. When Dr. Claire Kosrowski held you up, you peed all over her uniform. I told Dr. Claire, Doc, in Philippine style, old wives' tale, you'll be having a long life when a baby peed on you. But because Doc heard about long life, she accepted it gracefully. Your dad was with me during the surgery. You are an 8 pounds and 7 ounces, 20 inches long, complete black hair, very healthy, at exactly 2:45 p.m. at Cypress Health Hospital in Swift Current. I describe you as Manny Pacquiao, a Philippine boxing hero, because you always put your hands side to side with your face as if you are ready to fight and defend yourself. But you are a complete opposite. You're such a good kuya and a brother to Richard. You are a great artist and a good cook. Mommy and Daddy are always here for you, anak. As you say, Mom, I'm still slowly growing and maturing. We believe in you, and whatever you accomplish, great or small, we're always proud of you. We told you, you have so many talents. Don't stop to develop your skills because I know you are determined. Whatever you are still trying, don't give up. And I know you always do your best. As you still trying and figuring out what you want and going straight to find a job after graduation. Go for it, anak. Learned? It's okay to have mistake. Go back up again. You can always phone Mommy and Daddy. For as long as we are living, we're always there for you and your brother. Laji, congratulations for never giving up. For Mom and Dad, that is a start of great achievement already. And to all 2025 graduates, congratulations.
John Lamar, also known as Bobs, was born on May 24, 2007 to Sherry Silser and Corey Lamar. He is the youngest of 3 boys, but I would definitely say he is the toughest. We remember Tyler being this little boy trying to keep up to Anthony and Aiden. He never complained or cried when they picked on him, but he would always get even, like the time Anthony and Aiden wouldn't let him on the trampoline. So Tyler threw some rocks on it while they were jumping. Payback, boys. Tyler had quite the sense of style when he was younger. T-shirt, jeans, shorts over top of his jeans, and always rubber boots. We are sure glad his style has switched to jeans and work boots. Through the years, Tyler has tried his hand at numerous sports, but he has come to enjoy football, badminton, and curling. His calm demeanor has been a great asset when curling and needing to make some big shots. But his desire to socialize with the other skips and players on the next sheet can sometimes get him in trouble with his mom. But we have enjoyed watching you excel in something you love to do. Tyler's love for shooting guns and a great coach had allowed Tyler to advance quickly in target shooting. He took a liking to shooting pistol. In February 2023, Tyler participated in the Saskatchewan Winter Games. His confidence, calmness, and resilience helped him achieve what he set out to do. He came home with a gold medal in men's singles and a silver medal in pairs. We couldn't have been more prouder of him. His brothers can definitely vouch for him that he's a great shot, as Tyler shows them up every time they go out hunting. In the last few years, we have watched Tyler grow up to be a very independent and responsible young man. Tyler has juggled work, school, and activities, and has always handled it in stride. His passion for baking got him a job at the Granary Bakery. We're sure Tyler has had many good times and laughs there, as he's always been a ladies' man. Tyler expanded his baking talent to cooking anything on the smoker, and he has become quite the chef, even smoking briskets and such for public functions, neighbors, and even a competition. In closing, we want to say, Tyler, you have set a goal, made a plan, tried to stay focused, and you've worked hard. So believe in yourself, remain humble, and you will succeed. We couldn't be prouder of everything you have accomplished and the young man you have become. A bright and amazing future is ahead of you. Congratulations.
Trustin LaSalle Kerwin, born January 25, 2007. Second son to Scott and Angela, older brother Ashton and younger brother Rolkin. Grandparents Ken and Arlene Kerwin and Roland and Lois LaSalle. Great-grandparents Bernard and Zella Kerwin. I carried Trustin so differently I thought for sure he was going to be a girl. But after a planned C-section and the doctor struggling to deliver him, saying, "We got a linebacker here," he couldn't be more closer to the truth than we would ever known. He loves the game of football and was made for it. Other than the aggression, it doesn't come naturally for him. He's been protective of people since he could hardly talk. He would get mad at anyone he thought was laughing at his brother. That's why O-line fits him well. He's protecting his quarterback and the guys on the line. Trustin has done almost every sport available to do. He was always trying something new. I don't think I was the only one disappointed he gave up his lifeguarding career. I enjoyed watching him teach. He has a natural way with the kids and had a great way to push them positively while teaching them and making it fun. He has always been thoughtful of others. At 8, when his uncle was going through cancer, he wanted to do something. Realizing red hair would be rare, he grew it out to donate. There was a lot of teasing, a lot of knots, and it was hot, but he persevered through and was proud of himself for accomplishing it. Independence started at a young age. At 1.5 years, he pushed a stool over to get the largest knife out of the cutting board to cut the top off a banana. He loves to drive fast, and that also started young. He was on a mini quad laughing his head off, doing burnouts, and he would not stop for anyone, not even Grandma. Trustin really enjoyed being a kid with his brothers, playing outside, making many miles with dump trucks, losing his rubber boots in the mud every spring, and we can't forget about the Lego. He loves Lego, and his artistic side, making the most intricate Lego armor or paper flowers for me. He has that artistic eye. I couldn't be more pleased of how well he got along with his brothers. I only had to tell them about 1,000,000 times a day, Rolkin is half your size, you guys. Trustin, we couldn't be more proud of you. You've put in the hard work and it shows. This year has been a tough one, with spraining your ankle in January playing football, taking you out of curling, basketball, and football. You managed to keep a positive attitude through it all, and I know it wasn't easy. It has not been all in vain. Achieving honor roll, being accepted to the U of R for kinesiology, and most exciting for you, being signed with Regina Thunder so you can continue your football career that you are so passionate about. All those early morning workouts, choosing sleep over partying, has been worth it. Keep putting in the work. You got this. Love, Mom and Dad.
Ashley has always been an authentic, easygoing, unbothered kid who's not afraid to get dirty. He's made for some amazing memories since he was a child. Even though at one point I've had to yell at him for not showering very often, we still love him, and the showering problem has got better since he got a girlfriend. All jokes aside, Ashley is hardworking and determined, and I'm so proud to see the young man he has become.
One of the most memorable stories about Ashley was when he was around 5 to 8. Our family was staying at a hotel that had a big pool and a water slide, which we, of course, made use of. And in the midst of playing, Ashley goes, "Mom, I'm gonna pee." And Mom goes, "Don't pee in the pool." So being the rule-following kid he was, he gets out of the pool and pulls down his shorts and starts aiming. I'm sure you can imagine the rest. Mom was not happy.
Ashley likes playing sports like track and field, curling, basketball, football, volleyball, you name it. He's been very involved with extracurriculars, many times not coming home until very late or coming home just to leave 5 minutes to go to the next thing. That's all on top of working part-time and finding time for the other things too.
Ashley is always a joy to have around, whether that be on birthdays, camping trips, family events, or lake days. Ashley's overall stupidity and humor can be seen making everyone's time just that little bit better. He's always been quite a weirdo and an oddball, which is what helps him be so entertaining. I can't tell you just how many performances to songs like Careless Whispers, both singing and dancing, we've got from him. The numerous times he's howled at a full moon and goes, "Oh my god guys, don't look at me," and does the cringiest howl ever. Or how many times this man steps up to karaoke so confidently and does his best. He's always great to be around, and I'm sure he'll be missed as he moves away.
Ashley stepped up to so much responsibility as he's grown up. He plays a big role in maintaining the household and taking care of his little sister. He's been a big help.
We're all so excited for Ashley to go out into the world and work towards his goals.
We are all very proud of him and wish him luck as he moves to Saskatoon this fall to attend the University of Saskatchewan for civil engineering.
Woohoo!
Kina is a strong-willed girl who is determined to make a difference in this world, as long as it's on her schedule. Ready or not, she made her debut in this world 7 weeks early, just 4 weeks before Christmas, with the living room half painted. After a short stay in Regina NICU and a transfer to Swift Current, we made it home for the holidays, the living room painted, Christmas tree up, and Kina wearing an outfit from Build-A-Bear. Since then, she has refined the art of procrastination and lives by her own schedule, while still meeting deadlines, showing up on time, and making every moment count. Kina has always been curious and willing to try new things. When she was 3 years old, she was so excited to go play after supper that she washed up in the bathroom and ran straight out the door and right down the stairs, forgetting they were there. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt. The same couldn't be said for the morning she got curious about her dad's fishing knife. An unexpected ER visit and 8 stitches in her thumb taught us that Saturday mornings can start with a bit more adrenaline than we'd prefer. When Kina was younger, we thought she would be the quiet one, but as she grew, so did her voice. Whether it is cheering on teammates, coaching younger kids, standing up for what she believes in, or just having fun, Kina shows up with passion. She knows what she wants and isn't afraid to work for it. In grade 2, she wrote a persuasive letter about why we should get a dog, and 9 years later, we still have Piper. As a teenager who wanted extra spending money, she got a job at the theater. She jokes that when she pays for things in cash, they are basically free since her bank account doesn't know it's missing. She has always been the one to make us laugh with her animated stories, funny jokes, or goofy costumes. Now that she is older, sarcasm has become her love language. Watching her do what she loves, volleyball and figure skating, has been one of our greatest joys. Through her dedicated practice, she improved so much each season, and while I still don't know the difference between an axel and a salchow, we watch in awe at how effortless she makes it look. We have never seen her look so proud as when she finished second in the province in her last competition. Neither of these seasons ended the way she had hoped in her grade 12 year, but she faced it all with resilience and heart. Next year, while we won't be in the stands at the rink or gym, we'll be cheering her on from home as she begins the next chapter at the Edwards School of Business at the University of Saskatchewan. Kina, we love you, and we are so proud of the person you've become. Keep doing things your way. You're already making an impact, and we can't wait to see what's next.
Christian Lewis Kirk, the second child born to Dennis and Michelle Kirk on June 27, 2007, the middle sibling between his older sister Annika and his younger brother Spencer. Christian began life as a loud, colicky, and needy baby. Over the years, however, he's grown into a calm, quiet, and unassuming young man who cares deeply for his family and friends. Always ready to help, whether it's a friend in need or a chore at home, even when his bedroom often resembles a pigsty, Christian is someone others can count on. Christian spent much of his early childhood at the rink, playing hockey in practices, shinny, games, and tournaments. But as he got older, in years if not in height, he eventually traded his hockey skates for a baseball glove. That switch led to a true passion, baseball. With the Gull Lake Greyhounds minor baseball team, Christian developed into a solid base fielder, a calm, consistent, and confident pitcher. His leadership and calm presence on the field earned him the nickname Cap, short for Captain Kirk, a title his teammates and coaches gave him with affection and respect. His dedication helped the team secure 2 provincial titles, first in 2021, right at home in Gull Lake, while hosting the Bantam AA Tier 5 tournament, and again in 2024 in Estevan, at the 18U AA Tier 5 Championship. Christian also brought his skills to the Maple Creek Red Sox high school baseball team, playing 3 seasons in the Southern Alberta High School Baseball League. His involvement in sports has never been limited to one field. He has participated in numerous school sports, always eager to try something new. In grade 10, despite being one of the smallest on the team, he gave football a shot. Thanks to perseverance and finally a bit of a growth spurt, he worked his way up to starting quarterback by grade 12. Christian's journey at Gull Lake School has helped shape him into the young man he is today. Through struggles, losses, victories, and growth, he's been lifted by the encouragement of dedicated teachers, staff, teammates, and friends. This fall, Christian will be attending Lethbridge College to pursue a career in carpentry, a path that suits both his hands-on talent and steady nature. Words can't fully capture how proud we are of everything Christian has accomplished and of the kind, grounded, and capable young man he has become. We can't wait to see where life takes him next, and we'll be cheering him on every step of the way.
What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie what?
Natalie Edith May.
Graduate Natalie Edith May Dietrich, daughter of Aaron and Toby and older sister to Cameron, Graydon, and Zachary. Natalie was born on October 18, 2007 in Provost, Alberta. The moment her dad and I laid eyes on our first baby girl, we were in love. From the very start, she showed a quiet strength, a love for routine, and a determined spirit. She was walking before her first birthday and embracing every new challenge with a cautious curiosity. Her early years were filled with imagination and a love of books. After watching Cinderella at age 2, Natalie fell in love with princesses, singing, and dancing. Whether belting out Let It Go from Frozen, acting out Robert Munch stories with her sister, or playing dress-up, her creativity was always shining through. Natalie spent most of her childhood on the ranch, where she learned the value of hard work, responsibility, and perseverance, qualities that shaped her into the capable, grounded young woman she is today. Music has always been close to her heart. She started piano lessons at age 4, followed by violin at 6 at her insistence. She continues to play today, and we hope it proves to be a lifelong passion. Natalie's love of acting and performing was evident early on, and her childhood games of school made it clear she was destined to teach. Not to mention her take-charge attitude and her help with 3 younger siblings. It's no surprise she plans to pursue a career in education with hopes of teaching high school English. Natalie is deeply devoted to her family and friends, loves books and reading more than I thought was even possible, enjoys team sports like volleyball and curling, and her job at the best little coffee shop in town. Most importantly, her love for God shines in how she lives and treats others. Natalie, our beautiful girl, we are so proud of the person you've become. You've worked hard, loved deeply, and stayed true to yourself. Now it's time to spread your wings and follow the path that God has laid out for you. Trust in Him, trust in yourself, and never stop dreaming. We love you more than words can say. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Congratulations, Natalie May. Your journey is just beginning.
When I told people I was going to make one speech, one video, I took some heat for it. They said, "How can you? They're not the same person. You got 2 kids graduating." And I said, "No, duh. You don't think I don't know that?" Sam and Will may be identical twins, but they're definitely not the same kid. Sam's more quiet. He's sincere. He's a stay-at-home kind of guy. Will, well, he's full of life, full of energy. He's the life of the party kind of guy. But when you grow up with your best friend, living in the same house, doing almost everything together, it's hard to talk about one without the other. It's a funny thing. The qualities that I admire the most about these 2 are also the ones that drive me completely nuts. Take their sense of humor, for example. In our house, when life gets stressful, we can always count on them to bring the laughs. They don't stress the small stuff, but they don't stress the big stuff either. For example, when I'm mad at them and yelling at them about studying for a test. I could really do without all the wisecracks. Yeah, those jokes aren't so funny then. They've also become incredibly hard workers on the farm, and I truly think they found something they're passionate about. They're always ready to lend a hand, especially during our busy seasons. However, it's a funny thing. The farm work always seems to trump the chores I have in our yard or at the house. Weird how that works. When it comes to sports, there's not much they won't try. Baseball, golf, and of course, hockey. They show up every day, put in the work, they support their coaches and their teammates. They play with a compete level and intensity that I admire. Maybe a little too much intensity. Let's just say I've seen my fair share of penalty box visits. Will for cross-checking his opponents in front of the net, and Sam for chirping someone off the draw. Some things never change. Boys, keep smiling through life, keep working hard, and keep chasing what you love. Most of all, don't take a single moment for granted. The boys plan to keep doing what they love by playing some junior hockey over the next couple of years before starting to consider some post-secondary options. Congratulations and the best of luck to the entire class of 2025.
Cyntha Mae Goshen, born May 8, 2007, to John and Jody Goshen. One of her biggest personality traits was apparent right from the beginning, her stubbornness. She was more than 2 weeks overdue and was eventually born by C-section, as there was no way she was going to come out on her own. She was a really good baby and toddler that quickly showed independence and typical oldest child traits. Our family sometimes thought we were very strict parents with some of the things that she would do, but we would have to tell them she started that all on her own. One example was when she moved into her big kid bed as a toddler. She would always ask for permission to get up. She would yell from her room, "Mom, Dad, I'm all done sleeping. Can I come out now?" And she would wait for us to say she could. But we never told her to do that. She started that all on her own. She's the big sister to Olivia and Jet and has shown her love of being the boss. She's excelled in her schoolwork over the years and has never shied away from the hard work to get on the honor roll. She also loves school sports such as volleyball, basketball, and track, always trying her best and giving it her all. One of her biggest passions is her animals. Growing up on the farm, she's been lucky enough to enjoy working with cattle and convincing her dad to buy her a horse, which of course then turned into 4. She was determined to learn how to ride, and that she did. With her passion for cows, she's partnered with her dad, growing our herd with an AI breeding program, introducing new breeds to our herd, and showing in many pen shows as she finds time to. She has been accepted to the U of S this fall and will be in the Animal Biosciences program, in preparation to apply for the veterinary medicine program in 2 years. She is a young lady that has so much determination and a strong work ethic. We know she'll do well wherever she is and achieve all of her goals. Congrats to Cyntha, and to all the 2025 Gull Lake grads, we wish you all the best in your next adventure.
I'll forever remember Cedar for her holy tights. If it wasn't her knees, you would surely find a hole in the butt of her pants. Every single pair. She loved her mama, had the thickest hair and the clammiest hands. An animal lover from birth whose laugh is like a warm hug on a chilly day. We will never forget the time the girls came to visit us while we were camping at the res. Keeter brought with her a dictionary, and she had Lane and Cole convinced she was reading it, bookmarked and all. She had a toy horse along and couldn't believe the boys knew what real horses were. Congratulations, Cedar. Wishing you a lifetime of happiness and success. May you always dare to do great things with your life. The sky's the limit. I hate to break it to you, but this was the easiest part of your adult life. Love, Auntie Kim. A proud moment for Delbert and Iris was when Cedar was featured in the Limo magazine. Voice, no small feat. This definitely showcased her work ethic, determination, and skill in working with cattle. Congratulations, Cedar, in graduating from high school. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Auntie Iris. Cedar is kind and extremely thoughtful of all those around her. Her heart is very large and very full. She is open-minded. Cedar allowed me to father her and become another dad. She loves hard. When Cedar discovers and decides she has a passion, she dives straight in 100%. Her work ethic is the strongest I've ever seen. She will always win whatever challenge or goal is put forth. Cedar will and is very capable of moving any mountain this world will throw at her. She is genuine. What you see is what you get. No facades or smoke and mirrors. She is who she is. Cedar makes me very happy. I am very proud to be a part of her journey. Love, Dad.
It is hard to accurately describe in words, but of our many road trips to show cattle, my favorite memory of Cedar is when she physically slept in the couch at Edmonton and being outsmarted by Google Maps. Thanks for the laughs, Jordan.
Austin was born July 24th, 2007, weighing 8 pounds 2 ounces. He was a very good baby and toddler. He was the baby of our family. His sister Jessica is 8 years older than him, and his sister Mackenzie is 5 years older. He was very spoiled being the baby. He is so loving and caring to his family. His heart is so big. Even though the age difference between him and his sisters, they all have a very close relationship. Austin loved his Thomas the Train sets, and I'm sure we had every single train set and tracks we could own. When he was 2 years old, we went to Disneyland. He loved seeing all the Disney characters and carried his favorite pound puppy around the park. In 2012, he started kindergarten at Tompkins School until 2017, where he started Gull Lake School. Now he's graduating grade 12 in 2025 at Gull Lake School. He is very smart when it comes to academics. Since being in Gull Lake School, he has made honor roll and honor roll with distinction every year. He also tutored some of his classmates to help them out. He played baseball for a few years with the Gull Lake boys. In 2023, he started playing football with the Gull Lake Lions and played until 2024 when an ankle injury sidelined him for the rest of the season. He loves being outside and loves camping. Austin is an avid drawer and loves gaming. He is also so helpful when it comes to his family. He is often over at his papa and grand's doing yard work for them. He also goes to his grandma's and helps her whenever she needs it. In 2016, he gained a stepdad, Terry, and 2 stepbrothers, Corey and Michael. Also in 2016, he gained a stepmom, Christy, and a stepsister and brother, Hallie and Deegan. In September 2022, he was promoted to being an uncle to Hallie's baby Everest, and then in November 2023, Jessica and Theo's baby Tate was born. Austin spent lots of time drawing anything and everything that was in front of him and developed a love for it. Austin is planning on pursuing a tattoo body artist as a career and will be finding a tattoo shop to apprentice at. We can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. You can do anything you put your mind to. We wish you all the best in your future, Austin. We love you very much. From his dad, Troy. Where do I start with Austin? Well, he has a really big heart. He would do anything to make someone happy even if he's not. He has street smarts as well as being able to look at things and figure it out, which is a major asset in the world we live in today. I really believe he got that way because one time we were camping in the Cypress Hills and we were getting the camper all set up for the weekend when the lights dimmed in the camper. I ran outside to see what was going on to find out Austin shaking his hand with the amazed look on his face. I did a little investigating and found out he tried to pull out the 220 main trailer power cord and got quite a zap. He has been special from that day forward. We are very proud of what he has accomplished and can't wait to see what this amazing young man has in store for the future. We love you, Mr. A.
Zachary Cole Dysart, son of Amy and Ed Dysart, was born December 5, 2006. From the very beginning, it was clear that Zach was all boy, whether he was getting into things he probably shouldn't, scaling anything he could climb, or returning home completely covered in dirt from head to toe. Zach embraced life with a full heart and a fearless attitude. As I started digging through old photos for his graduation profile, I began to notice a recurring theme. Every picture that included Zach seemed to capture him in the middle of an adventure, engaging in a sport or enjoying something delicious to eat. These moments perfectly sum up who Zach is at his core, an explorer, an athlete, and a lover of food, family, and fun. When our family moved to Gull Lake in 2011, Zach's love of adventure took root in new surroundings. He spent many wonderful days with Grandma Kathleen at preschool and then attended Gull Lake School in Mrs. Hockness's kindergarten class. Zach's adventurous spirit didn't stop at the classroom door. He especially loved our trips to BC, where he could explore the towering mountains or the red sand beaches of PEI. Trips to Disneyland and Legoland sparked his imagination and brought even more magic to his childhood. Camping became another cornerstone of Zach's adventurous upbringing. He loved beach swims, eating s'mores, soaking up the sun, and cozying up under the stars. Zach embraced the simplicity and wonders of life outdoors. Nature was never just a backdrop for Zach, it was his playground. As he grew older and more focused, Zach became increasingly involved in school sports. His commitment extended to football, basketball, curling, badminton, and track and field. No matter the sport, Zach brought determination, teamwork, and a positive attitude. His ability to balance multiple sports while staying grounded in his academics and other interests is something to be admired. If there's one thing that has remained consistent over the years, it's Zach's deep appreciation for good food. Like most growing teenagers, he could often be found raiding the fridge, and let's just say the goldfish crackers were probably something I should have bought stock in. Sorry to Mrs. Digney and the ELA class for Zach's snack interruptions.
Zach joined the 605 Terry Air Cadet Squadron in the fall of 2019. The program has been an incredible journey of discipline, leadership, and personal growth. Through cadets, Zach has developed valuable skills such as outdoor survival, marksmanship, gliding, and flight training. Skills that not only build his character, but also prepare him for real-world challenges. His experience has been as diverse as they've been rewarding, from summer camps in Cold Lake, Alberta, to field training exercises during the fall and early spring months, to participating in numerous Remembrance Day ceremonies. Zach has embraced every opportunity. Zach's future plans include attending SAIT in Calgary, where he will pursue a career in aircraft maintenance. With a strong work ethic, passion for hands-on learning, and technical curiosity, there's no doubt that he'll soar in this next chapter. Zach, watching you grow into the independent, strong, and capable young man you are today has been an absolute privilege. You are a team player, a quiet leader, and someone who leads not with loud words, but with consistent action and thoughtful heart. You have always followed your interests with passion and authenticity, and we know that the same drive will take you far in life. As you graduate high school and step into a new chapter, keep chasing your dreams with the same adventurous spirit that has always defined you. Stay curious, stay kind, and never stop exploring what brings you joy. Congratulations, Zach, on your high school graduation. Your energy, drive, and small town roots will carry you far. The sky is just the beginning. We are so proud of you.
Brena Rusty Sloan, daughter of Les and Tammy Sloan, came into this world narrowly escaping being named Willis, so lovingly chosen by Big Brother Tanner. Thankfully, a newly purchased pony, also in need of a name, trumped the baby sister, and Brena came to be. Brena has always generally been pretty quiet, laid back, and agreeable, which makes her an awesome big sister to Quaid and Hayes. She always makes time for them, takes them to their sports practices, and endures the endless stream of text messages, videos, and TikToks sent her way on a daily basis. Having to wrestle past Hayes, who blocks the front door on a Friday night as she's leaving to hang out with friends, is a testament to how much she is loved. Hopefully her room in Res is spacious, because Hayes is adamant that he's going to college in Vermilion with her in the fall. Brena participated in a variety of sports over the years and continued on with volleyball into high school, including 2 seasons of club volleyball with the Sundogs. But it is her passion for horses that fills the majority of her spare time. After vowing to never go away to summer camp again because she couldn't take her horse, I found the perfect solution: horse camp. And after picking Brena up from 4 days at horse camp, I quickly realized what had been created and what direction we were headed. From horse shows to rodeos, gymkhanas, and jackpots, many weekends have been spent getting up at the crack of dawn, loading up, and heading down the highway for a weekend of barrel racing, pole bending, steer undecorating, goat tying, and more. And we wouldn't change a thing. Brena always comes home thankful that she went, and with a few fun stories of the weekend. A few buckles, some cash, and a few other really great prizes over the years have been well earned. At one such event, as Brena rode out of the arena, her mare slipped and fell on her. The doctor on site checked Brena over and advised going for x-rays on her foot. Brena, relieved her horse was okay, and wanting to finish her last event, refused to go until it was over. She asked for my cowboy boot, unable to get hers back on due to swelling, mounted up, completed her last event, and then off we went to the hospital. Her foot was broken. No tears, no drama, just take what is. That's our Brena. Whether it's roping at a branding or running at top speed in the arena, it's a joy to watch her doing all that she loves. Brena, your maturity, independence, and ability to balance responsibilities are such admirable traits. Your wit and sense of humor are second to none, and we know that all of this will lend you well as you go forward in life. We wish you the courage to face any challenges that come your way. We are extremely proud of you, and we have every confidence that you will succeed in all things that are meant to be.
Kyla Brianne Benjamin was born October 29th to Jeff and Shannon. We should have taken the hint when she tried to enter the world way too early that this was going to be our go child. She started walking, or should I say running, at 9 months of age and hasn't slowed down too much since then. Kyla's little nickname at home for a long time was Mother Hen, as she was very busy looking after her brothers and making sure they were doing what she wanted them to be doing. Kyla spent many hours crafting while she was in the house, but also loved to be outside and loves the animals. She would have a little funny farm if her dad would let her buy every animal she wanted. Once Kyla started into activities, she was determined to be in every sport club that we could fit into our schedule. Just to mention a few, she could hardly wait in grade 5 to start to play football with her boys. But that was very short-lived, as the first practice she got tackled by her buddy Peyton, and she did not return to this sport. She played ball until age 10, found that to be a little bit boring, and decided to start spring hockey instead. She danced for a few years, but that ended when it interfered with her spring hockey also. Jody and I drove her and Alexa from Regina between hockey games to Swift Current for a dance competition, doing makeup and hair and changing costumes on the way down. The next season, us moms decided that the girls needed to choose hockey or dance. Kyla did 4-H for a couple years until she decided to buy a few cows to start her own little herd, as it would be less time consuming than halter breaking that stubborn steer every year. She did gymnastics, soccer, volleyball, badminton. Kyla slowly started to downsize her activities when she decided hockey was her love. She played on 2 teams up until U15 when she decided to play girls AA in Swift Current, which then continued into U18 AAA Wildcats in Swift Current for her high school. We sure missed her when she was gone billeting for 7 months in Swift Current every year. The house sure was quiet. Oh, did I forget to mention that she is our talker of the family also. Kyla is off to Lakeland College next year to take elementary education and continue her hockey career with Lakeland Rustlers. Kyla, we are so proud of all your hard work and accomplishments. We are going to miss you so much next year, but we can't wait to hear all about your exciting adventures and the new memories you'll be making. Love, Mom, Dad, Hunter, Landon, and Rosie.
Hit the side of the goal. Now Benjamin down low. The wraparound attempted. Great save from Jim Mahan, but they score! Kyla Benjamin.
Cohen Malcolm Haythwaite, born December 2nd, 2007, to Stephen and Jennifer Haythwaite and big sister Cadence, at 7:45 p.m. in Medicine Hat, Alberta. From a young age, Cohen was always a bit mischievous. He was caught on video trying to run off with one of his friend's birthday presents at her birthday party. This was the start of the many times he would be keeping his mom on her toes. She was always trying to keep up to him. Entering school, he quickly became famous with his Gangnam-style dance, frequently getting asked to show off his moves, the principal at the time being his biggest fan. When Cohen was little, he always loved making trips to Grandma and Granddad's farm. He loved going on tractor rides with Granddad and helping Grandma with bottle feeding the lambs. He would come across garter snakes, snails, frogs, you name it, he would have it in his hand showing it off. From a young age, Cohen developed a love of traveling. I remember he convinced us that the first ride we needed to go on when we got to Disneyland was the Tower of Terror. He had seen videos of this epic ride and somehow convinced us that this was the ride we needed to start the trip with. Needless to say, we were all terrified of the next rides to come, including the Dumbo ride. Another example of Cohen's mischievous ways was shown when he was a bit older, teenage years. We arrived home one day after asking him to mow the front lawn. Cohen did indeed mow it for us, but decided to add his own artistic flair, which may have been a bit inappropriate, if you did happen to catch a glimpse of it. He thought it was hilarious, Mom and Dad not so much. Cohen's love of hockey started early, earning the title of Co-Dog, and well known for his ever-popular celly of the Worm. He worked hard to learn this sport and enjoyed playing either with the Greyhound teams or just for fun. Cohen also had a love of curling, which he started in middle years. He was quick to pick up the game and how it worked. He was the one that taught his parents what curling was all about and made us fans of the sport, explaining it to us many times. Football was another sport he took a liking to in his early years and then again in high school. The team spirit is what he loved the most, encouraging friends to join the team and getting everyone pumped up for the games. Cohen has always been a social butterfly, moving on from nickname of Co-Dog to Marshmallow. He loves to entertain. His rapping debut, New Age, hit over 7,500 listens. He quickly became a SoundCloud rapper with a group following. Cohen has always been a hard worker, having jobs with Co-op, Town of Gull Lake, and Southwest Terminal. Cohen, we couldn't be more proud of you and the young man you have become. You are genuine and loving. You care so much about your family and friends. Cohen will be taking the year to work full-time and decide on his next steps for schooling.
De Los Santos Dorteo, daughter of Michelle and Ian Dorteo, is an interesting person to say the least. From the very beginning, Iya was a bubbly and adorable child who loved to wear heels and collect purses. Anything from plastic bags to her mom's handbags, stuffing them with papers and leaves, calling it money. She has always been joyful, loving, and caring towards her siblings, but that was not always the case. When she was younger, she enjoyed teasing and getting her siblings into trouble because she used to be the youngest one in the family. Meaning, she had a way of always getting what she wanted. One memory that stood out to us was the day a note from Iya's teacher was left to make sure to check Iya's tongue, because she had licked the pole during recess in winter. Iya has always been a curious child, so it was not a surprise that had happened. If there is one word to describe how living with Iya would be like, it would be difficult. It is always a guessing game with her, since her emotions can change in an instant. Sometimes you need to be careful with your words, or you'll have to face her attitude. That is why, when she is in an energetic and giggly mood, we always take that to our advantage. Another word to describe Iya is makulit, a Tagalog word meaning a person that playfully bothers you over and over again to the point of annoyance. But it is never a boring day with Iya because she is an entertainer, always up to something that makes her siblings shake their heads in amusement. While Iya's mother did not allow her to wear makeup as a child, Iya now enjoys the freedom to do so, spending an hour each day on her routine and everything else in a small amount of time. While her older siblings were gone off to university, she made Keith her personal servant, taking care of her daily tasks such as filling her water bottle, starting the car, and getting things for her. But Iya truly loves Keith because she would spoil him with snacks and treats. Aside from Iya's big personality, she had tons of hobbies and interests over the years, but only two stood out. Iya found joy in figure skating. She spent 8 years competing and performing, and it was fun to watch her grow. After figure skating, she found love in volleyball. That is where she truly shined. She has so much to learn and experience as she starts this new journey, but we are forever proud of her accomplishments and all the amazing things she will continue to do. Iya will be attending the University of Calgary for a Bachelor of Kinesiology. Iya, stay strong and keep working hard to achieve your dreams. Your family will always be here for you, and we hope you know how truly loved you are. To quote a Chinese proverb, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Keep moving forward, one step at a time.
Chase, when you entered our world 18 years ago, we knew that our family puzzle was finally complete. You were that piece that blended us all together. However, what we did not know was that our adventure was truly just beginning. From the start, your smile would brighten the day. Your laughter was super contagious, and your curiosity, well, that was just the beginning. Watching you grow and leading you on this adventure of life has probably taught us way more lessons than we can even begin to think that we taught you. Like leading with compassion, and where you came from is just as important as where we are going. To love with your whole heart, and that your family is the most important priority that you should have. And last but not least, even though that you're the youngest, the tallest kid in the family definitely is the trophy. You are a determined, intelligent, generous, and loving individual. We cannot be more excited to watch you embark on your next adventure. Congratulations, Chase, on your graduation.
Lucas Kent John McMillan, son of Sean and Benita McMillan, younger brother to Sarah and older brother to Barry. From a young age, Lucas has had a love for the movie Cars. He had to have every die cast available, and boy was he rough with them. There were often times that the brand new car did not last the weekend, that the paint was missing, or the spoiler was bent. It did not surprise us that he turned this love into NASCAR and his favorite driver, number 9, Chase Elliott. He started a NASCAR diecast collection and was able to meet his favorite driver at a race in Vegas. At least this love did not result in crashing his own vehicles when he got his license. On one Disney World trip, we were eating at Ohana's at the Polynesian Resort, and the host that came to take us to our table was trying to find a woman's name first. The host called Barry, and we said, "That's a boy," and then he said Lucy, and we said, "Lucas?" And we've been calling him Lucy ever since. Or Lukey, or Luciuscus, Lucan, Shane, LKJ, or Lukey Pookie. From a young age, Lucas liked to be active. This started off with learning how to skate, then to playing hockey. He then added baseball along with hip-hop dancing for a few years. Once he was old enough, he started football for a few years with the minor football league in Swift Current. Then it was curling, which he started in grade 6 and continued all the way through to grade 12. In the last few years, he took up basketball and then this year added track. Safe to say, Lucas does a lot. Congratulations, Lucas, on all of your achievements and for what is to come.
Dylan Trevor Gedney was born on February 9, 2007, son of Trevor and Pam Gedney, big brother to Logan. Dylan was a fairly easy baby as long as you held him all the time and didn't want to get anything else done in the day. As a toddler, he did not like to sit still. He would ask us to play toys with him, but then not like the way we played toys. I'd hear, "That cow does not go there. That's not how the cars drive. No, you be the goalie." And at the end of the day, all the little people farm animals had to be put away in their right spot in the barn. Dylan has played all kinds of sports, but hockey and baseball are his favorites. He started playing hockey with the Greyhounds when he was still shuffling across the ice before he could really skate. He worked hard and listened to the advice of his coaches to continue learning and growing. He is a great teammate, helping both his hockey and baseball teams to league and provincial championships. We have all put on a lot of miles and had a lot of late nights, but we are all glad for the experience. It was so fun watching this shy, quiet boy make new friends and thrive on all of these teams. When Dylan decides he wants to do something, he is in 100%. In 2020, he decided to take up hunting with his cousin Chase. His perseverance pushed him to put in long days, miles and miles on foot and by truck, and he was so proud to bring home his first whitetail. Now he and Logan spend countless hours putting up cameras, spotting, studying, and looking for sheds. I didn't think I'd ever be watching YouTube videos about hunting, but as a boy mom, I don't get much choice. I am happy for the bonding experience they have created and the time they will continue to treasure down the road. Dylan, we are so proud of the man you have become and look forward to seeing where your road leads after taking the Agribusiness Diploma program at Lakeland College in Vermilion this fall. Congratulations to the entire graduating class of 2025.
Andrew Weston, born March 14, 2007, to Clint and Amanda Weston. Big brother to Millie. Bernie drew a lot of attention at the hospital nursery when he was born. Everyone wanted to see the 10-pound, 13-ounce baby. Bernie was an easygoing kid. He enjoyed his time outdoors, playing with farm toys, and the endless games of mini sticks. With his kind smile, Bernie comes across as quiet, but is always up for a chat. His friends and family are very important to him. His determination and effort are two of his best qualities. We are very proud of what he has accomplished already. Over the years, Bernie has had many hobbies. He is always up for early morning fishing, a round of golf with friends, or working on a project in the shop. Bernie has played many sports throughout the years, but hockey is first in his heart. He played 2 positions until hanging up the player's skates in U13 when he dedicated his time to goaltending. Bernie's hockey career has taken him on many great adventures. Away from the rink, Bernie has been a great asset around the farm. He is always willing to tackle every aspect of the farming operation. It's been an honor to be a part of your journey, and we've been on many. Bernie has always enjoyed traveling. When he was young, there were no limits to how many times you could go on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. He was always excited to visit historic sites with his dad as well. In the future, Bernie plans to study agronomy. Bernie, you continue to amaze us and make us proud every day. We can't wait to see where you take us next. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
Flying Fox and Swites here tonight to get these angles, because you get to see Bernie Weston at work here with his parents up here.
Peyton Robert Keller. Peyton was known to brighten the atmosphere in any room he entered. With his silly antics and light-hearted fun, he would fill the room with laughter in no time. Peyton was an entertainer and loved making people laugh. In history class, he and Shirley would always bicker and make jokes with each other. It was the funniest thing to be around and always entertaining. And I, Cedar, often think about Peyton's silly antics during a PAA assignment we did together. The assignment involved us having to fake injuries, but Peyton seemed to make it his mission to actually injure himself. From running into the door due to him neglecting to open it before walking through it, to smacking his head on the stage, to completely missing the not 1 but 2 mats we set out from. He did everything he could to make us laugh.
Ow, I actually hit my head.
Here are a couple other memories of Peyton and his fun-hearted spirit. Dylan will never forget the time when he, Peyton, and Dalen did the blindfolded eating challenge, and after the first spoonful of ketchup, Peyton puked all over the place, including somehow on the windowsill. Alexa remembers a time at power skating when Peyton wanted a piece of gum. She had just put her chewed gum back in the wrapper and without thinking passed it to Peyton. A minute later, Peyton asked, "Why is my gum so soft?" We put the pieces together a bit too late. Peyton was the king of hype and was highly successful at creating excitement amongst our class. In grade 8, whenever Mr. Crosby let us have a smash card tournament, Peyton could not contain his excitement and would hype up the entire class, making every tournament a buzzing success. And in grade 7, he even added some extra entertainment to the singing Christmas carols.
Jingle bell, rock. Oh my jingle bells. Yeah,
Peyton could always be counted on to cheer you up. If you were having a bad day or feeling down about yourself, he would go out of his way to make you smile or laugh.
He made time for everyone and had a special way of making you feel included, comfortable, and good about yourself. According to Bernie, this is also what made him the ultimate teammate. Both on and off the ice, he was always willing to defend his teammates when things went bad. Peyton was soft-hearted. When the teacher intern, Miss Racco, left in grade 7, Peyton was the first to cry. And when our class went to the movie Wonder and the dog died, Peyton and Ashley could not hide their weeping from Kyla. No one remembers everything about school, but we can say with absolute confidence that everyone will remember Peyton and the amazing person he was. Peyton, we will never forget you, and we will always keep our memories of you close to us.
Yeah, we have so many. It's videoing, guys. Go. Ow! Oh. Okay.
Chrissy, get out.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow!
I wanna bite it right now, yeah. Say, yeah. She got her hands all on her knees and then her balls on her thigh. She like the twerking, that's for circus. I